JamesAllen.com is the online destination to easily design a customized engagement ring and save up to 50% compared to traditional stores. You pick a diamond, whether it's lab-created or earth-created, James Allen has over 200,000 conflict-free stones. Then you pick your ring setting and metal. And if you need some help, they have real-time diamond consultations available where an expert can walk you through it all. Get 25% off your order at JamesAllen.com code podcast. That's JamesAllen.com code podcast.
Passion, drive, and patience. What brings home the winning trophy is also what keeps your ride or die alive. eBay Motors has everything you need to maintain your vehicle and level it up to peak performance, from superchargers, roof racks, exhaust kits, LED headlights, and more. Whether you're into speed, power, or style, eBay Motors has got you covered. With over 122 million parts for your number one ride or die, you'll always find exactly what you're looking for. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, your part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time or your money back. Because with eBay Motors, you're burning rubber, not cash. With all the parts you need at the prices you want, it's easy to turn your car into the MVP and bring home that win. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey, Sebastian Bach, at your service.
What up, dude?
Hey.
Hey, man, I appreciate you calling, dude. Thanks for checking in.
Awesome.
I mean, the man needs no introduction, obviously. Still, I've been a fan since the beginning. One of my favorite singers of the last 35 years, unparalleled heavy metal frontman for the ages. It's like you were genetically engineered for this gig. You know what I mean? The crazy part is that this is the first time I've ever had you on the air, man. And we used to run in the same circles back in the day. I used to see at the Cat House in Hollywood, my old station KNAC, some backstage ragers we used to throw. Do you remember any of those?
Of course I do.
Yeah, I also was cool. at the Rip Party that you played, the Hollywood Palladium, when it was the makeshift GAC with you and Axl and Slash and James and Lars.
You were there?
Yeah,
you were
dude.
there that night. You don't sound that old. Neither do I, though.
Well, neither do you.
No, I know. Everybody's when I posted something on the internet, he's like, "Why is his voice so high?" I'm like, is that new? Is that a new?
Yeah, exactly. Come on, catch up, people. Wow. Well, you're obviously on my phone for a reason. You're headlining our fifth annual Rock from the Heart benefit at the Palace Theater in St. Paul. Now, you played Pete and Amy Johnson's Fargo installment of this annual charity gig last year.
Yes, it was totally incredible. That was in Fargo, and now we're playing in Minneapolis, St. Paul, this Palace Theater. And they're just great people. It's a real rock show. You know, it's just the same as any other rock show. The only difference is that a lot of the proceeds are going to the Rock from the Heart Foundation, which is a foundation to get information out about heart health. And I'm going to be 56 in April. So when you're at our age, you got to think about your heart. And so, you know, I've always wanted to do charity work and stuff. I just don't know really how. So I feel really good about doing this.
This is our fifth year partnering with them, and we had Night Ranger for a couple years at the Palace in Minneapolis. I think Grand Funk played it, and Rick Springfield headlined the Fillmore for us last year. And now we've raised it to the next level with you.
Well, you know, Rick Springfield is no slouch, and by that, neither is Night Ranger either. Like,
dude, they always bring it, seriously.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, have you seen Rick? Have you seen Rick? What he looks like at his age? It's amazing.
I know. He looks like a kid. He's inspirational.
Yeah.
I can remember being a little kid in the back of my grandma's Volvo in California, listening to the radio CFTR in San Francisco.
Right.
And them playing I Was Made for Loving You, and I'd be so excited because my favorite band, Kiss, finally made it onto the radio. And always right after that song,
which isn't a disco song, by the way,
would be Jesse's Girl.
Yep.
Every time. And my grandma, I never forget, she grew to love the song Jesse's Girl because me and my sister would just belt it out and sing it at the top of our lungs. So I've always been a Rick Springfield fan.
Right on. Well, you brought up Kiss. You were at the final Kiss show at MSG last month. Tommy Thayer gave you a shout-out at the end of the pay-per-view. I wasn't in the building. I watched it at home, but It brought you to tears. I mean, as did all of us Kiss fans. I got a shrine in my house. And, I mean, how was it being there, dude?
Well, how was it how was it?
It's pretty emotional.
I would just say that the band, I mean, if you read my book.
Dude, your book is amazing.
Right on.
Yeah, I was going through the death of my dad while I was reading it almost 5 years ago.
Well, are you kidding?
No, I swear, man. And your relationship with your father kind of mirrored mine, brought me to tears multiple times through that read. It's an amazing book.
Oh.
18 in Life on Skid Row. Check it out. Came out in 2016.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got goosebumps talking about it right now, man.
Well, that's really amazing.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you got something out of it.
I really did.
But when you say, how was it being at the very last Kiss show, there's your answer.
Yeah.
You just answered your own question.
Right.
Because I go into detail in that book about how when my parents got divorced, I was just a kid of the 70s. This is all of our stories.
Mm-hmm.
We all had parents that got divorced in the late 70s, all of us. And for me, I just said, F that. I'm not even going to deal with that. I'm going to make my room into a Kiss fortress of solitude.
Yes.
Like Superman and the Bat Cave. This is you guys go do all that. I'm going to do this.
Right there with you, bro. Seriously.
And I'm still doing that, right?
I know, man. And you know what? Luckily enough, so am I too. You're right. We get to do this for a living, and it's pretty amazing. And live. Yeah. It's like, at our ages, I'm going to be 54 this year, and I still feel like I'm a kid.
Well, how crazy is this? Everybody in life wants to know the secret to success, the secret to happiness, the secret to longevity, the secret to all of those things. And when I met Gene's daughter, Sophie, it was at the Playboy Mansion on the first date that I ever went on with my wife, Suzanne. This was 8 years ago or 9 years ago.
Right.
It was New Year's Eve at the Playboy Mansion when it was still rocking.
Still happening,
Bruno Mars was playing.
Oh, nice.
And it was a classic Playboy party. I just watched the Playboy Murders last night, so I have to bring this up. So, yeah,
right on.
There was a time when that was reality.
Oh, yeah.
And I said to Sophie Simmons, I go, can I tell you what your dad did for me? And she kind of looked like, oh, great. Here's
another story that I've heard 18 million times.
Rocker coming up to me talking about Kiss. Like, just what she wants to hear.
Right.
She goes, okay, tell me, what did my dad do for you? And I go, I was such a fan of your dad's band that I got so into it that I figured out how to make my own band and be not as successful, but as far as record sales and stuff, almost as successful as your dad. And I got to have like a great life and buy my mom a car and have a home and everything. And like all my dreams came true and a million times more because I was a fan of your dad when I was a kid.
Isn't that amazing?
And she goes, I mean, how amazing is that?
It is, dude.
I never had to work a day in my life.
Right.
I don't consider rock and roll work.
No.
I get to create stuff. I just made my new record. I spent all day yesterday finalizing my CD packaging.
Oh, killer.
Like that's the kind of thing I love to do. So, I mean, how cool is a band is that?
It's amazing.
And
it really is.
I'm not the only one. Dimebag Darrell.
Yep.
Vinnie Paul, Tom Morello.
His speech inducting Kiss into the Rock Hall was mind-blowing. And now look, Rage is in. I mean, who didn't love that band growing up?
All of us. There's a good side effect of being a fan of a band. Hey, buy a house, buy your mom a car.
Yeah.
Just because you know how to rock, dude.
And your longtime guitarist, Brent Woods, is playing with Gene Simmons for a solo gig in Brazil, right?
And guess who's opening that gig?
No!
Yeah, me.
Hell yes.
He's playing for a couple hours that day.
Oh, that's amazing, bro. I didn't even know that.
Well, yeah, Gene kind of took that away from me, but hey, okay, that's all right. Let's go for it, Gene. Follow this, Gene. Let's go.
And you've also played with him in Kings of Chaos. Haven't you shared the stage with them? I mean, that's a revolving door of who's who in that band.
Yes. In Duff's book, he tells a great story that's true. I love collecting ghetto blasters. There used to be this store in Burbank, Fry's Electronics.
I remember it.
But I used to go there all the time, and I had these giant TIAC ghetto I guess I shouldn't say that word.
Sure you can. You can say whatever the hell you want.
Audio boombox.
Right.
Boombox. Okay. And then like these giant ones, like with these huge speakers.
Oh, yeah, like Radio Raheem and Do the Right Thing.
And I brought one on that tour, on that Kings of Chaos tour down in Brazil. So every day I would be backstage playing like, oh, ho, ho, it's magic, and stuff like that. And Gene, people have this image of Gene as being just into money and business.
Sure.
And the Gene that I knew on that tour was just a rock music fan. When I would play like that song, Magic by Pilot, he would run into the dressing room and sing it and do all the moves.
Wow.
Arrogant, and just be so into it. Me and Duff would look at him and go, man, like he loved it. Like, I don't think he carries around a big ghetto blast or boombox.
Right.
But that's the Gene that I knew on that tour, just so into listening to music and
well, that's good to hear.
Every inflection. I go, you like this? And he's like, are you kidding me? Because you can imagine Gene and Kiss in '76 riding around and go to the show listening to Magic. Pilot,
yeah, right.
On the
sure.
radio.
Well, dude, let's talk about your new song because it is so heavy and badass. Your first in 10 years. What do I got to lose? Wow, I was blown away. And the cool thing is that it's kind of a mini Skid Row reunion in the video. You got Rob Affuso playing drums.
Yes. Well, why not? Why
exactly.
Not? Like, there's no reason why not to. I don't even get me started on that.
No, I know.
But the point is that I can't even tell you what it feels like to have a song being played on the American radio in 2024. Mm-hmm. This is the first song ever in my solo career in America that anybody's ever played on the radio. Like of all my albums.
Didn't I just see a tweet from you earlier today or yesterday that KLOS is playing? That's my old station too.
Yes. Yeah, it was the number one most added song of active rock radio of one of the weeks in December. I know that's only 1 week, but I'll take it.
Of course. Well, congratulations, man. That's a big deal.
I want to thank every radio station, this station right here, JackFM.
Yeah.
Thank you for supporting it.
Right on.
I've been spending the last week finalizing all the artwork, which is very elaborate.
Well, that's good.
This artwork is old school
nice
artwork.
You're speaking my language.
You're going to dig it, man. If you dig my book, you're going to flip.
Really? Right on.
Or I can't tell you the title of the record yet or anything.
Okay.
This is the way it's done now. They stagger everything out.
Sure.
It's all coming to you, Jack.
Well, wait, now, is it true that you worked with John Five and Steve Stevens and Orianthi on the new stuff, too?
Well, I don't. Well, yes.
Okay. But is it Brent that's playing guitar? All the guitar tracks?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not.
Okay.
And you have to understand, I've been working on this for like 10 years, which makes me. I don't know if that's accurate, but
yeah, Give 'Em Hell came out in 2004. You're right.
No, it didn't. No, in 2014, 2004.
Oh, what am I talking about? 2004.
I'm not that old.
Right.
But the song, What Do I Got to Lose, was co-written with Miles Kennedy.
Oh, I love that guy, bro.
Yeah, he helped me write the song. works with Elvis Basquet,
Yep.
produced my record, and Elvis was like, Miles was wondering if you would be interested in hearing any of his ideas. I go, are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah. I mean, I'm a huge Alter Bridge fan. I love what he's done with Slash and his solo band. The guy's the real deal.
I was extremely honored and flattered that he would want to contribute to my record.
Well, bro, everybody's a fan of yours. You know this by now, don't you?
Well, I didn't. I kind of forgot that in the pandemic when I couldn't leave my house, and I was like, I kind of went a little cuckoo in that. But that's in the past now, hopefully. So well, to answer your question, no, I had no idea that Miles Kennedy would want to be collaborating with Sebastian Bach. No,
wow.
I had no clue whatsoever.
So this new song that's out online now is the song you're talking about, right?
That is the song.
That's the song? What do I got to lose?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yes, but there's another song on the radio. There's two songs that we collaborate.
Oh, okay.
So me as a lead singer, I go through life looking for songs to sing. Like on the first Skid Row record, when I heard I Remember You and You've Gone Wild, I was like, I'm going to sing those songs.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Everybody else, get out of the way, step back, look out. Are you done now? Because now I'm going to sing this. And that's what you get.
Dude, I've been cranking the Atlantic Years box set on vinyl at my house, and all of those records. I mean, even Subhuman Race, which, for some reason, people go, I don't know about that. That record rips. I mean, all of it, besides Ourselves, the live album included in that. I mean, it's quite the catalog, obviously.
Cool. Right on. All I've ever done my whole life was try to make records that I like. That's it.
That's all that matters, right? That's what I think.
Right. That's
I mean, you don't know what anybody else is going to dig. If you're not, turning yourself on and impressing yourself and going, yes, this rips, then you're doing it wrong.
100%. And it's funny because sometimes I'll get in a corporate band situation where a lot of musicians do this, like, corporation like AT&T or Holiday Inn or whatever it is, corporate will hire your corporate band to play
big money gigs,
and they kind of feel like they get to tell you what song to play.
Oh yeah,
and I'm like, you know what? I kind of tell you what song I'm going to sing.
Good,
but it's really weird to me because people will say, well, they want to hear these songs from the 80s that they grew up on because those are the songs they know, and that's why they like you, because of these songs. I go, I totally understand that. I totally get it. But if you would let me sing the song that I want to sing, then you would be getting the energy and the feeling that you like about me. Because in Skid Row in '89, we weren't doing songs from 1969.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, bro.
We were doing the latest songs that we just came up with.
Yeah.
And we were so excited about it.
Unbelievably, as we sit here and talk, your Skid Row debut album was released 35 years ago this past Wednesday.
So that's the energy and the feeling that you're getting when you listen to What Do I Got to Lose. That's me, like, rediscovering my love.
Attitude, man. Seriously, yes.
Of rock.
Right.
Because a lot of people say, oh, if you're a musician and a band does a new song, that's the time to go to the bathroom. I'm not like that. I don't want to hear just the same 3 songs for 35 years. What, am I crazy?
Exactly.
What, am I nuts? I'm not like that. I'm the guy that trips out when I hear a new song that I like. I'm like, oh man, to me that's precious.
Hell yeah.
That I get to collect a new jam that means something to me. And so I don't take a bathroom break when the band plays a new song. I'm like, thank you for giving me something new to get into.
I love that.
I've already heard the other one.
A few years ago, you did Slave to the Grind front to back on its 30th anniversary. Now, I'm hearing you're doing the self-titled Skid Row album in its entirety this year for its 35th. I mean, can we expect that at our Rock from the Heart gig?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No, that's only at certain gigs. Basically not in the USA, because I already did that in the USA.
Right.
So this is the 35th anniversary of the first record, and we had it all planned back then to go to other countries and do it, but then the pandemic shut all of that down. I had months and months of gigs.
Oh, jeez, man.
But we're making up for that, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this all the time. This is not something to expect from me. This is happening in Montevideo, Uruguay. If you can get to Montevideo, Uruguay,
okay,
then let's do it. Hey.
Right on, brother.
I'm doing it in places that didn't get it on the 30th anniversary.
Gotcha.
I'm also not doing it in festival situations. I'm not doing it if I'm opening for another artist. It's only at a headline Sebastian Bach concert that did not get it in the 30th anniversary tour. American audiences, you should expect What Do I Got to Lose?
Yes.
And that's what you should expect.
Right on, dude. And we are expecting it.
You'll get all the hits too. Don't worry, But I've got some new stuff, and I'm excited to play it. But I have to tell you, I haven't ever played that song live ever. I haven't even rehearsed it.
Is this going to be the first time when we see it at the Palace?
That's the plan.
Hell yeah!
I need to rehearse it. I need to get it right. I don't have no tapes, dude.
Oh, I got you.
No tapes. No tape.
You want to talk about a pandemic? That's what's jacking up the world. Bands using backing tracks live, but you're not doing that.
Well, the rehearsals start on the 29th here. So
right on. All live, no tapes.
That's about a month before the show, February 24th.
Yep.
In one month, I can get 3 minutes of music down, I think.
Well, we're super stoked to see you, dude. 5th annual Rock from the Heart, the Palace Theater, St. Paul. It's a Saturday night. It's going to go off. And tickets still, I think there's a few tickets left.
I remember we did play St. Paul, and I remember it was a freezing December.
Oh, yeah.
It was like the surface of the moon.
Exactly.
In St. Paul. Like, it was ice cold, and there was nobody in the city. And we came out on stage, and there was people at the gig. It was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody had the masks on. Everybody had everything on. But I am very excited to come back and do it now, where I can meet people and maybe hopefully do a meet and greet of some kind.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think it'll be too, although it is February.
It is. Dude, it's the end of February. You better pack your long johns. It's going to be cold.
For gosh. For gosh sake.
I'm telling you.
Okay. Well, thanks for the heads up.
Right on. It's been great talking to you, Sebastian. I appreciate you calling in, man. Looking forward to seeing you.
Great talking to you.